Hi everyone! So today we're back for another episode of I Paint on Everything. And today I'm going to pour these two panels of wood. They go inside of this, they slide in. So I tape the sides and put two coats of medium to prevent the paint from going there so it could still slide in. We want to use those as maybe shelves or maybe like to put things in, like painting things, paints and stuff. Like drill it into a wall. And I'm going to pour on this too, but it's going to be a long-term project, so I don't know when we're going to see that. But I'm starting by pouring on the sliding things, and I want them to match. So what I did is I placed them side to side and put a masking tape on each side so they would really stay together, and that's about it. And I mixed my paints the usual way. I mixed my white with 30% white, zinc white, and 70% medium. It's a fluid acrylic. Then I mixed my heavy body paints with 50-50 paint and medium, and then I added between 20 and 25% of water, depending on the original consistency of the paint. Some are thicker, some are not as thick, so they need a bit less water to get to the consistency that I like them. I also add the water to lighten the density and help them float and set up maybe. I want to do a flip and drag, so we'll see what happens. I have my little pot here. There's a hole in it to let the air in, so the paint will be able to exit the pot easier when I remove the tape. And I also forgot to mention that I have ink. It's a Daler-Rowney acrylic ink, and I mixed that to 1 part ink to about 10 part medium, and I added a little bit of water just to say. It's a mix of pigment, iridescent pigment, so it's probably mica, and then there's a phthalo blue and titanium white, I think it was. And the rest should be light density paints, and maybe sell up when I do the flip and dry. So I think this is going to be interesting, and even if I don't have cells, it's going to be a nice negative space pour with a lot of movement, because I plan to go quite quickly and move it across to get the paint moving, and to have two boards that match. So yeah, enough talk. I'm going to zoom you in and get this started. Okay, so I have my pot with the hole, and I'm not going to put the paint in order of density. I'll put them rather in the order that I want them to appear. And since I picked an analogous color harmony, I want them to have a nice gradient of color. So I will start with ultramarine blue. After the ultramarine blue, it's the fluorescent blue. After that, it's the, I don't know the name. They gave they give their paints a weird name, but it's the ink, and has a heavier density than the others, it looks like. And then the teal, and then the fluorescent green. And finally, the brilliant yellow-green. And we're going to flip this, so I'll need my helper. Non, ça devrait aller. Je sauve le mauvais point. Okay. Well, that was a bit complicated, and I forgot to put gloves today, apparently. So now I put the white. I'm going to use painting knife to move it around. Also, you'll notice I didn't gesso the boards. I wanted to keep the wood texture in it, and I think it's going to look interesting with the texture of the wood. That's why I kept it. Alright! Oh, missed a bit there. We're going to use the other one because I don't want to put the blue and green everywhere. Alright, so I am in love with this. It's super interesting. I really like how it turned out. Before you say anything, I already knew that it wasn't level. The boards themselves are a bit curved, so that's why the paint is just going on both sides like that. They follow the curve of the board. I'm losing a bit of details because of that, but that's okay. I have plenty of details on the outer edges, here. It's lovely. I really hope I don't lose those cells though. They're quite nice. I love them. I love how it's mixed together here, and I really like that part here, and the hedges, like how smooth that looks. It's really nice. I love it. It just worked out nicely. I may have mixed a bit too much colors again, but it's alright. It turned out nicely anyway. It looks like a butterfly. I just realized. Okay, sorry. But yeah, I'll separate those once it starts settling, because I really want to have the look that they are one even if they are two pieces. And I think it's going to look like that. I think it's pretty it's achieved. Plan achieved. So yeah, nice details here. Hope I don't lose them. Love what's happening here. I have no idea. It's like stormy. I don't know. Love those cells, and the edges here are so smooth mixed with the white that came back on top. Love here as well. That was probably the drips when I flipped the cup and felled a bit to contain all the paint. But hey, it did something cool. I am a big fan of ultramarine blue, so those details really like. And yeah, I think I achieved this one. It's really good looking, and I can't wait to put it under a black light as well. I have a fluorescent blue in there, and I have fluorescent green in there. It's going to look amazing, I think. And it's going to be a shelf, so every time I turn the black light on, it's going to glow in my place, and I enjoy that. So yeah, I think this part of I paint on everything is a success. I can't wait to finish the shelves. I'm going to paint one side at a time and see how that goes. But for now, the slider doors are done, and I'll have to be careful this time because last time I removed my tape too late and the paint was dried, and I removed some of the paint with the tape. So this time I'll have to really pay attention. Once the paint is dry but still tacky, remove it so I don't remove any of the paint that's on the wood. But yeah, it should be nice and doable. Remove the tape so it still slides in easily, and I think it's going to look pretty cool. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Very happy with that, in fact. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day. Make sure to subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!